just killed a man. I put a word against his head. Told the truth, now he's dead. Mama, homes are made for life. Homes are made for life. Homes are made for life. I swear to speak poetry. The whole poetry, nothing but poetry, so help me God. Your Honor, did not kill this man with my poetry. He died because of the truth it speaks. I was speaking to his mind when he took it to heart. I believe in poetic justice and the principles of art. That it is important for a man's content not to be impotent. Meandering aimlessly, polluting minds to aim less. But my mind is a weapon, loaded with words aiming at ignorance as I shoot you down with opinion, and my mouth is a cannon. Printing words, producing pictures. Pay attention before this picture pixelates. A man with blurry vision easily loses his path. But I wrote poetry as a guide dog, a blind man's stick and sense for the dyslexic. So I refuse to be locked behind 16 bars when I can use words to rearrange a constellation conundrum of stars. Your Honor, I'm only guilty of speaking truth under the oath of poetry, so prosecutor, rest your case. I object and reject to be subject to this subject that subjects us to silence. And they wonder why we respond in verbal violence. They try to give us enough rope to hang ourselves, these formal ties that tie our tongues together, but we broke our minds free. I did not kill this man with my poetry. He died because of the truth it speaks. I simply said, the wise have spoken. In bold punctuation that he hath corrupted thy purpose and sold thyself. And his character assassination to us as a nation that stand on the sidelines defining the black and white lines. See, we have a habit of bad habits. And bad habits have a habit of making us their natural habitat. But the wise have spoken. Be true to thyself, they said, and find your purpose. A sense of longing for something beyond the bounds of your time, and it is purpose that defines us. Purpose that guides us, that binds us to dreams. For dreams are the architects of purpose. I did not kill this man with my poetry. Your Honor, I'm peeling, my pockets are peeling for a better world. But this gold will not make pennies for my thoughts, and the oil we fight for drives them insane. When half-truth slips from my lips, I'm gathering all of me. Strength and all that jazz. The war stories in my mind are true. Complex melodies singing the end of tomorrow's children, while the trajectory of my mother's anger rises far beyond reason. She's having flashbacks of a fading future. Raise the alarm. The children have gone insane. Listen to the tunes that regurgitate. These stars and their music illuminating the skies. But angels fall from these heights, with wings heavy with burdens of sin. Now and again I can feel its pull. Truth is a saliva I swallow, and I can vividly smell and taste of this bull. The wool they pull in front of your eyes is invisible but clouds your reason. We shall from henceforth declare ignorance as a form of treason. Hang the lazy bastards that go out of their way to teach the children nothing about the ills of society. That money is the drug and poor people are fighting sobriety. I did not kill this man with my poetry. But if I keep quiet, soon we will recite at gunpoint. They will coerce us to reveal the secrets kept within the mind page and ballpoint. The elders will lose their words of wisdom and wisdom and wisdom and wisdom, campaigning for their children. I did not kill this man with my poetry. He died because of the truth he speaks. I even shocked him with a poem when I said, so they tried to convince me to electrify my fence just in case the white man comes in. The children are not saved, they said, and God forbid we'll give them no more of ourselves. Electrify your friends. And if they jump, proclaim the pigment of their skin to your defense. So there's no white men, you will tell them, and they will listen. You will give them enough reason to teach them and listen. They will have no choice but to choose between the grave and prison for their treason. And my people in all their fury, they'll be trigger happy. So they think they have land to conquer. We have slaves to master, white slaves. and we'll make the Indians sell them for us.
Yeah.
For they too were colonized, the years that have been vicious. We found them speaking French in Mauritius, goodness gracious. I fear the crisp reality of the white stain that will not be removed. But fear not, comrades, for we are the ones with guns for the sake of our daughters and sons. Be wary of the white men and the fat guns willing your children to speak Afrikaans. So when you see the white man roaming the streets with big blue eyes that reflect the sins of his forefathers, selling peanuts for peanuts, his palms will face the universe asking for change, and you will ask him, can't you see? This is change. While you are oblivious, we've been waiting, a whole nation of us. And now my people know that Biko will be on our side and in our pockets too. So if you write what you like, you will have no choice but to choose between the grave and prison for your treason. They asked me to electrify my friends, just in case the white man comes in, and I did. Guilty as charged, majority rules, and the minority is a conspiracy of white fools. The revolution was televised, and all our minds were nationalized, and the economy was rationalized. So you can afford to electrify your friends, just in case the white man comes in. Countrymen, we are at war, and dominance is our battlefield. We will remind them that we were here first, so we will take care of our own first. Because iron sharpens iron, and I say this bluntly. You will take the white man from his townhouse and put them in the township and hope they sink with it. And those that stay afloat will get devoured by loan sharks. Some we buried with their freedom songs and flags because they had no choice but to choose between the grave and prison for their treason. There is no happy ending to this poem, my friends. They asked me to electrify my friends just in case the white man comes in, and I did. I still did not kill this man with my poetry. He died because of the truth he speaks. I was teaching him how to speak love foreign to a woman's desires when I said, she has curves like mountains. And they cradle the earth into balance as she sways between stars and planets. And I felt like Adam, the first man to reach Kilimanjaro on my side. Incline, summits are reached below her waistline. She walks as though to articulate poetry so she doesn't waste lines, but rather appreciate the relentless efforts of the author. She is the founding mother of high standards a man must raise to attain a woman who will swear to praise upon a hill. And at will, she will be his strength and Achilles' heel. Feel how thoughts of her fill me with words. I mean, she piques me. She picks me. She peeks into my dreams, the perks of giving God a standing ovation for making a woman whose hands are the very fabric that will weave my heart into her worldwide web just so she could enter net, hack into my nervous system and get caught lovingly, profusely. I pause and see light beaming, peeking from her sweat pores. But no one knows how her skin glows, but I know the glow grows at the speed of God's heartbeat. She said, my heart is like a square-shaped door, so when you knock, you gotta put beatbox. And she stands firm, center of my thoughts like a mic stand. I know she's listening because sometimes she amplifies my thoughts. Even rules bend themselves towards her, like she is the sun and beautiful words are poet. Trees that turn green with envy, for they can never find themselves in her anatomy. Even drum beats beat themselves up for not beating her heart beat. Repercussions are her thing now. Like genders, she is thin, soft-skinned, as if she's never sinned. And all she did was heartbeat the rhythm and blues sung by the wind. I heard it and came running and I said, I know you are God's promise to beautiful music. I use it when the silence gets chronic. I write poems about you that sounds like music. She walks up and down pyramids, trying to mummify her nightmares. They try to tune her off tune, but I tune to keep her warm like summer jazz in June. And even though her hip hops sideways, her aura sways towards the music and bass, I'm smiling for days and spending days in utter amaze. I got sunburned listening to her bright thoughts piercing through my ozones. My heart is in trouble, left open to the threads of true love cancer. I'm that liquid gushing through your veins in reverse, searching for refuge inside your heart. And my poetry is like flame grilled feelings well done into words in form of art. And you must be that force that keeps angels and demons apart. I'm not Picasso, but I can still paint a smile. Using my dome as a canvas, welcome to my mental studio. Drawing your motion pictures like video.